I will now lead you in mountain meditation. This meditation will begin and end with the sound of the bell. When it comes to meditation, mountains have a lot to teach us. In many cultures, mountains are sacred places. People have always sought spiritual guidance and renewal in and among them. Rising above all else on this planet, they beckon and overwhelm with their sheer presence. Their nature is elemental, rock hard, rock solid. Mountains are the place of visions, where one can touch the panoramic scale of the natural world and its intersection with life's fragile but tenacious rootings. Mountains have played key roles in our history and prehistory. To traditional people, mountains were and still are mother, father, guardian, protector, ally. In meditation practice, it can be helpful sometimes to borrow these wonderful qualities of mountains and use them to bolster our intentionality and resolve to hold the moment with purity and simplicity. The mountain image, held in the mind's eye and in the body, can freshen our memory of why we are sitting in meditation in the first place, and of what it truly means each time we take our meditation seat to dwell in the realm of non-doing. Mountains are symbolic, abiding presence and stillness. The mountain meditation can be practiced in the following way. Sitting either cross-legged on the floor or sitting up nice and tall in your chair, root your feet down into the floor if you're in your chair, and either way, sit up nice and tall. Picture the most beautiful mountain you know of, or can imagine, one whose form speaks personally to you. As you focus on the image or the feeling of the mountain in your mind's eye, notice its overall shape, the lofty peak, the base rooted in the rock of the earth's crust, the steep or gently sloping sides. Note as well how massive it is, how unmoving, how beautiful, whether seen from far apart or close up, a beauty emanating from its unique signature of shape and form, and at the same time embodying universal qualities of mountainness, transcending particular shape and form. Perhaps your mountain has snow at the top and trees on the lower slopes. Perhaps it has one prominent peak, perhaps a series of peaks, or a high plateau. However it appears, just sit and breathe with the image of this mountain, observing it, noting its qualities. When you feel ready, see if you can bring the mountain into your own body so that your body sitting here and the mountain of the mind's eye become one. Your head becomes the lofty peak, your shoulders and arms the sides of the mountains, your buttocks and legs the solid base rooted to your cushion or on the seat of your chair. Experience in your body the sense of uplift, the elevated quality of the mountain deep in your own spine. Invite yourself to become a breathing mountain, unwavering in your stillness, completely what you are, beyond words and thought, a centered, rooted, unmoving presence. Now, as you well know, throughout the day as the sun travels the sky, the mountain just sits. Light and shadow and colors are changing virtually moment to moment in the mountain's stillness. Even the untrained eye can see the changes by the hour. As the light changes over the day, and as night follows day, and day follows night, the mountain just sits, simply being itself. It remains still as the seasons flow into one another, and as the weather changes moment by moment and day by day, calmness abiding all change. In summer, there is no snow on the mountain, except perhaps for the very top or in crags shielded from direct sunlight. In the fall, the mountain may display a coat of brilliant fire colors. In winter, a blanket of snow and ice. In any season, it may at times find itself enshrouded in clouds or fog or pelted by freezing rain. The tourists who come to visit may be disappointed if they can't see the mountain clearly. But it's all the same to the mountain, seen or unseen, in sun or clouds, broiling or frigid, it just sits, being itself. At times visited by violent storms, buffeted by snow and rain and winds of unthinkable magnitude. Through it all, the mountain sits. Spring comes. The birds sing in the trees once again. Leaves return to the trees which lost them. Flowers bloom in the high meadows and on the slopes. Streams overflow with waters of melting snow. Through it all, the mountain continues to sit, unmoved by the weather, by what happens on the surface, by the world of appearances. As we sit holding this image in our mind, we can embody the same unwavering stillness and rootedness in the face of everything that changes in our own lives over seconds, hours, and years. In our lives and in our meditation practice, we experience constantly the changing nature of mind and body and of the outer world. We experience periods of light and dark, vivid color and drab dullness. We experience storms of varying intensities and violence in the outer world and in our own lives and minds. Buffered by high winds, by cold and rain, we endure periods of darkness and pain, as well as savoring moments of joy and uplift. Even our appearance changes constantly, just like the mountains, experiencing a weather and a weathering of its own. By becoming the mountain in our meditation, we can link up with its strength and stability and adopt them for our own. We can use its energies to support our efforts to encounter each moment with mindfulness, equanimity, and clarity. It may help us to see that our thoughts and feelings, our preoccupations, our emotional storms and crises, even the things that happen to us, are much like the weather on the mountain. We tend to take it personally, but its strongest characteristic is impersonal. The weather of our own lives is not to be ignored or denied. It is to be encountered, honored, felt, known for what it is, and held in high awareness, since it can kill us. In holding it in this way, we come to know a deeper silence and stillness and wisdom than we may have thought possible right within the storms. Mountains have this to teach us and more if we can come to listen. Yet when it is all said and done, the mountain meditation is only a device, a finger pointing us towards somewhere. We still have to look and then go. While the mountain image can help us become more stable, human beings are far more interesting and complex than mountains. We are breathing, moving, dancing mountains. We can be simultaneously hard like rock, firm, unmoving, and at the same time soft and gentle and flowing. We have a vast range of potential at our disposal. We can see and feel. We can know and understand. We can learn. We can grow. We can heal, especially if we learn to listen to the inner harmony of things and hold the central mountain axis through thick and thin.